Court records show McDaniel pleaded guilty to 2 cases of attempted murder in 2023, receiving a sentence of 15 years split, 2 years to serve, with 3 years on probation.
The man charged in the 5 Point South mass shooting and 2 other deadly shootings in Birmingham now faces even more charges, including the mass shooting in July and another homicide in August.
The deadly streak of crimes he's accused of started July 13th. It was at a venue ABC 3340 later discovered was unlicensed.
It's all right to make $1, but why should you make $1? You killing the neighborhood. This is my neighborhood.
The aftermath, blood on the streets, and anger and sadness in the community.
It's a shame. We got women dead now.
4 people were killed, 10 others were injured at that birthday party event.
Before we commence, I kindly request that you like and subscribe to the channel. Your support is essential for expanding our audience reach. Additionally, I invite you to follow me on Instagram at SOSMaxersWorldwide. Thank you for your support. On October 9, 2019, 17-year-old Damien McDaniel was taken into custody and formally charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. The charges stemmed from an incident in which he allegedly fired multiple shots into a car that was occupied at the time. The police responded promptly to the scene, where the fired shots posed a serious threat to the lives of those inside the vehicle. The nature of the allegations has raised significant concerns about public safety and youth accountability in the community. McDaniel was released on bond in September 2020, during which time he was required to wear a GPS monitoring device. On January 31, 2021, McDaniel was taken into custody, facing serious charges of attempted murder stemming from a violent incident that left the community in shock. On April 26, 2023, McDaniel pleaded guilty to 2 counts of attempted murder. He received a sentence of 15 years in prison, with 13 years suspended. McDaniel was given a 2-year jail sentence, which he had already served due to receiving 776 days of jail credit while awaiting trial. On July 12, 2023, firefighters Jordan Melton and Jamal Jones were shot in front of Station 9 in Norwood. Melton succumbed to his injuries on July 17th, while Jones survived and was promoted to sergeant the following year.
At Station 9 in North Birmingham, Jordan Melton died from his injuries 5 days later. So far, police have not made any arrests or identified any suspects. Birmingham police just held a press conference to update the case, and your Tristan Rupert was there. He joins us now live. What did police have to say, Tristan?
The community's help a year on after one of perhaps Birmingham's greatest tragedies, where 2 firefighters were shot on duty here at Station 9, and police still searching for answers. Now, in today's press conference, they stress that's not for a lack of effort. They say they've put countless man hours into this investigation, but that they need more help from the community.
On January 10, 2024, in the quiet neighborhood of Greencrest Turn, tragedy struck when Mia Nixon was discovered lifeless in her driveway. The incident occurred in the 800 block, where neighbors were startled by the shocking scene. Mia, a beloved member of the community, was found with multiple gunshot wounds, leaving residents in disbelief and grief over the loss of someone they knew and respected.
Police asking for your help to find whoever shot and killed this young woman, Mia Nixon, back in January. Investigators say her family is hurting and pushing for justice in her case.
Our Tristan Rupert is live at 5 and on your side talking with investigators about this case. Tristan, what can you tell us?
Police believe Mia Nixon was targeted, actually, and they say community help could be critical in them solving this case. I spoke with Birmingham police officer Truman Fitzgerald earlier today. He says detectives have looked into every single lead they could really concerning this case, and that a tip from the community could be critical in really cracking.
On April 9, 2024, Anthony Love Jr. was killed while clocking out from his job at UPS on Inglewood Lane. Police believe that Love's death resulted from a murder-for-hire plot. On July 13, 2024, 4 people were killed and 10 others were injured in a shooting at Trendsetters Lounge on 27th Street North. The victims who lost their lives in the incident were Stevie McGee, Angela Witherspoon, Markeisha Gettings, and LaRandis Anderson. Hatarius Woods has been charged in connection with the case. August 13, 2024. Charlie Herbert Moore is shot dead in his home. Tine Brown was killed in a shooting at the 604 Bar and Lounge on September 19, 2024, located on 9th Street North. On September 21, 2024, 4 people were killed and 17 more were injured in a drive-by shooting at Hush Lounge in 5 Points South. The victims included Anitra Holloman, Taji Booker, Carlos McCain, and Roderick Lynn Patterson. On September 22, 2024, Jamarcus McIntyre was killed in a shooting in the Southeast Lake community, and 2 others were injured.
Well, covering Birmingham, 22-year-old Damien McDaniel appeared in court this morning for his arraignment. He pleaded not guilty to 5 murder charges. McDaniel has been linked to 2 mass shootings in Birmingham this summer and 11 total homicides in the city. CBS 42's Scott Minshaw joins us now live from out with this case.
Carly, the Jefferson County Deputy District Attorney tells me the next time McDaniel will see the inside of a courtroom is for a status hearing that has not yet been scheduled. The DA's office says it expected McDaniel to plead not guilty to the 4 capital murder and 1 intentional murder charge he is facing. Deputy District Attorney Sean Allen says McDaniel has also been charged with 3 attempted murders and 27 assaults. The DA's office says McDaniel's lawyer filed a waiver of arraignment on those charges. Allen tells me the status hearing for McDaniel will be similar to a planning meeting. Both the defense and prosecution will file motions and figure out how this case will move forward. The Deputy District Attorney also told me that there will be a few more appearances from McDaniel before a trial date is set.
The man charged in the 5 Points South mass shooting and 2 other deadly shootings in Birmingham now faces even more charges, including the mass shooting in July and another homicide in August. Here's a look at the timeline of these crimes. According to Birmingham police, 22-year-old Damien McDaniel of Bessemer is responsible for over 30% of the city's homicides from July to September. ABC 3340's Valerie Bell is working for you to learn more about these cases. Valerie, it's taken hours of investigating for police to piece all of these together.
It has, Megan, but the work doesn't stop there. Birmingham police say it's possible McDaniel could be connected to other unsolved homicides in Birmingham that hasn't been ruled out. Between July and September, Damien McDaniel is charged in 5 separate shootings. Altogether, he's accused of killing 11 people and injuring 29 others.
I feel like people like that need to be put away.
The deadly streak of crimes he's accused of started July 13th. It was at a venue ABC 3340 later discovered was unlicensed.
It's all right to make $1. But why should you make $1? You killing the neighborhood. This is my neighborhood.
The aftermath, blood on the streets, and anger and sadness in the community.
It's a shame. We got women dead now.
4 people were killed, 10 others were injured at that birthday party event.
Angie, I love you. Monique, my heart goes out to you. This sad.
According to police, McDaniel didn't act alone in this deadly mass shooting. 27-year-old Hatarius Woods was also indicted in this case.
Birmingham is most definitely a safer place with these individuals behind bars.
McDaniel was also indicted for capital murder again and burglary for an incident that happened a month later. Woods is also charged in that case. It involved a stolen vehicle, a man killed in an apartment, officers firing shots at the suspect, and a chase.
Very chaotic scene.
McDaniel is also accused of killing a 35-year-old woman. Police didn't believe she was the intended target when she was shot inside 604 Bar on September 19th.
We are very deeply saddened by what happened.
A few days later, 100 shots rang out on a Saturday night in 5 Points South, a popular nightlife spot.
So probably about 5 or 6 that went out on the stretcher that I saw. I'm sure it was probably more.
4 people were killed, 17 others were injured.
I had to get out of there, so I was hopping on one leg.
Less than 24 hours later, dozens of rounds went off in Eastlake, killing a man and injuring 2 others. McDaniel has already had his first court appearance for that. 4 others were also charged in connection to that incident. As for the motive behind all these deadly shootings McDaniel is accused of, police aren't laying that out on the table yet.
We most certainly are investigating some of these homicides as actual pay-for-hire murders.
Court records show McDaniel pleaded guilty to 2 cases of attempted murder in 2023, receiving a sentence of 15 years split, 2 years to serve with 3 years on probation. We've reached out to the DA's office asking about McDaniel's release and what, if anything, will be done in the future to keep violent offenders behind bars.
As far as them walking the streets and all of the evidence appears that they did it, then no good.
McDaniel remains in the Jefferson County Jail with no bond.
I feel safer for the community and especially the youth.
Police have also pointed out that tips from people in the community have helped. As they continue to investigate, they ask anyone with any additional information about these cases